Welcome back to the channel, everyone. My name is NutRaisin. Let's play more PLO 20. A little bit on run and runs, a little bit on microgaming. We could just starting hand here, and that'll be a squeeze. Yeah. Sounds good to me. So I did upgrade my lighting a little bit. I'm not like totally happy with it, but I think it's a little bit better. It shouldn't be cast in darkness and in shadows anymore. And we have a pair and a flush draw. Ugh. Bah. I mean, heads up at push. Up here we do turn 8, but Samantha decides to go for the pot. Alright. So he bets half. Kinda hope this guy either pushes or folds. Either way would make our decision pretty easy. Still, let's call. That's 2 pair for us. In that case, we're just putting it in here. Oh, damn. He has a spanked right. He had the worst hand. Not only the straight, that part we can't do much about, but the flush draw as well. That's pretty sad. That is rather sad. Not a good start. And I keep forgetting I wanted to install a hotkey software for microgaming. I did find one. And it should allow me to use the same hotkey I use for party and for RIO now, just to fold really quickly. I think that'd be neat. Oh well. Always something new to do. So tomorrow the Phil Gelfand challenge will start, and I will be modding it up during the challenge. So I'll post a new schedule for this weekend, basically for the coming weeks and months later tonight on the Twitter. On the Twitter. That's how you know you reach past a certain age, when it's the Twitter. I'm on the Facebook. Which I'm not. Alright, so we got 2 PLO 20 tables on RIO. We got 2 tables we're sitting at on microgaming as well. And 2 tables, 1 table each where we were waiting. For people like this, ideally to get the seat. That'd be wonderful. Speaking of seats, so this guy, we have marked him as a maniac, and that's obviously not the case here. He's just a high VPIP player, I think. That's alright. How about that flop? Yeah, so I guess the plan for the next weeks and months is that I'll do a short afternoon stream from usually 3:30. Today I'm a little bit late. And have like a, 1.5 hour stream basically. And then raid Run It Once channel, raid Phil Gelfand and the Heads Up Challenge. and then I'll mod it up there for like 3.5 hours, and start my stream like half an hour before theirs concludes. Nusserhöhung. That's a good one. Hey, Boris, welcome back. How has Run It Once been treating you so far? I know you started to play there a lot. See, that's one of the reasons why I kept that nick. I think I've come up with somewhere around 7 double meanings. And I feel there are more too. T. Boris is saying, is it NutRaisin in the second line, and you pick one. Yeah, so the lighting is a little better now, and yeah, I'm not entirely happy. I set it up doing daylight, and that's obviously not ideal. I have to like tweak a few things during nighttime, but it's better already. Actually, the shadows under the eyes, except for me not sleeping enough, which explains why they're there in the first place. But I think they look a little bit nicer, and yeah, I just look prettier. Even prettier. Sorry, I forgot the qualifier there. Even prettier. Ah, you know what? Let's don the lucky hat. See how that works with the lighting. Cast too much of a shadow. Meh. It's fine. It's fine, I tell you. It's fine. All right. That's okay. We have the 10. We have a club. All looking pretty much all right. Completing here. Flopping the gutter. Oh, we have a contender. Who's this guy? Keep an eye on this hand. Looking at the stats, 38% 3-bet. I mean, it's a tiny sample size right now. Let's mark him as a maniac for now. Yeah. All right, fair enough. It's a maniac with a stack. I'm not quite sure about the flop call, if that is something anyone else would do. But you know, it worked out for him. We get our first aces of the session on a different table, and we get a 3-bet there too. Well, let's do just that. Two-pair the gutter, all the blockers in the world. Right on. Get a cold call from Roscozy. Seems to be a high VPIP guy. And a low aggression dude. Who leads out here? Oh. Easy fold, I think, yeah. Yeah, a whole bunch of hands we're really not doing that hard against. And here, this one I'll let go. I'd be interested in playing it, but what was the 3-betting percentage there? I think we'll let caution reign supreme. Not great, actually, but I'm not running best. Ah, sorry to hear it. And I certainly feel you on that score. Damn. Can only get better, huh? Well, hopefully. Fingers crossed. So I reckon this is going to be the most exciting table here. The 3-bet we call unless 3-bit wizard goes crazy. And oof. Oh, that's the perfect bet size. All right. So the second nuts. He bet small. We don't want to get snap raised. Perfect. That's a good outcome. Yeah, DeBoris, I hope things turn around for you soon. And by extension for me as well. Are you going to be watching the Phil Gaffron challenge a lot in the next days, weeks? Or is it something that's on your radar, but you're not terribly interested in watching it? That's all right then. But I do want to keep checking back to this table. We'll never know. That king. Well, we block. Yeah, I'm still gonna go for the bet. We do block king, queen. We do take it down. Gentleman seems to be pretty foldy posed. Oh, hell yeah. Matter of fact, we have him in the big blind against us here as well. So I think we'll be opening a lot against him. Trying to steal his big blind whenever we can. That 8, that 7's not too happy. We do have the 9. Don't have a spade. Let's go for blocker play. Does this guy go for check raises? No. The answer is hell no. Jesus, more wanna become famous shit? Are you kidding me? So let's delete that chat message then. Yeah, I can relate to that state of mind. I know exactly what you mean, DeBoris. That's, yeah, I mean, obvious to say, but it's not a happy state to be in. Sorry to hear it. It's certainly been there. Actually, not too long ago. For extended periods of time too. So yeah, that I get. What's happening? Sleepy guy, what's your name? Ari, alright. I think I can deal with that flop. Kind of doubt we get a call, but you never know. Alright, if you have king 10, you have king 10. Shit. Ooh, burn! Ooh. There's a spot of good luck there, no mistake. Whew. dodged that one in the end, it turned out. So got this one happening where checking sounds good on the whole. And no betting here. I wonder if we call if he bets, so question doesn't arise, which is good. Chino bets for pot. That's curious. You have a job in motherfucking Malta! MP Adam! Wow, that is... Congratulations. That's awesome. Man, I'm gonna miss you having time whenever I need you. I mean, granted, in the recent past, it didn't come up much, but happy to hear it, mate. That is beyond awesome. Just one request: don't send me too many pictures from beautiful Malta. I'm just gonna get envious all over the place. Thank you very much for the 12 motherfucking month resub. The first subscriber ever on the channel, man, P. Adam. Now sporting the... I don't know if it shows, but I did make a 12 month, what's it called? Badge. It's not very elaborate, but the ones I had were too small, so I needed to come up with something new. LFG, let's fucking go indeed, MP Adam. Thank you for the sub, and I'm as happy as I can be for you. This is a fold normally. Let me double check on that. So when's it starting? When are you moving? And like, what are you moving? I mean, I went to Canada for 2 years, but I took like a bag of clothes and that was it, because I knew I had a room there waiting for me and everything, like a furniture room, a room with furniture in it, fully decked out. But for you, I reckon it's different, right? Or are you like, you can take furniture along? How's that gonna work? And are they helping you with finding a new place in Malta and everything? Wait. I guess that's okay. No, it's not. It's a raised fold. Duh, what am I talking about? The ace jack jack 3. I did know the call was wrong. I knew that too. Duh. Oh well. Apparently not well enough. Chi-ching! Nice to see you back, Chi-ching. Thank you for the well wishes. Let me ask you, you're still lighting? I upgraded lighting a tiny bit. Does it look better? Compared to earlier? I'm looking for RIO? Oh, that's a good question. I bet you are. That's, you know, if I've ever heard a spot to spare, that's one. I'd be over the fucking moon as well. That's awesome. What's the official? I think I checked that. The official language of Malta, like at least one of the, if they have more than one, then English is in there. So you should be good on that front, right? Like, what's the day-to-day language Maltese people speak? I have no clue. Native Dutch online content moderator. Right on. Very much right on. Sounds good. Finally a job. Yeah, I know you've been looking for a long time. How big's the team you're going to be working with? In case you know. Got aces on the crazy table, and that is that's probably a bet that strikes me as good enough. All right, that strikes me as good enough as well. And, you know, speaking of nice situations, these two are deep against each other, so let's see how that works out. Definitely at this point mean that this guy probably is not going to fold. And we have the gutter, there's... I guess, I don't know, DeBoris, do I get it in here? Is it too needy to even think about it, or do I check fold this? Hold it, hold it, hold it! Nice! Nice! 34 euros, coming our way there. That was quite alright. Plans to fly over on February 2nd? Wow, really? Like fly over to stay? No, or is it to check something out, to organize something? And hunt for oh, there you go. Should have read the second sentence. Hunt for a furnished apartment. All right. All right. So I reckon you have some very busy weeks ahead, all right? Do you need to get shots? Like, I don't know, there might be some diseases in Malta that you might need to get inoculated for. I have no clue why I'm coming up with that question, but it did come to mind. Back into the shadows, ching. A king would be nice, for sure. I take a 10 up here. Table, whatever that was, 6 with the jacks, we took it down. Maltese in English. I'd have to look into what Maltese is. Is that like its own thing? Is it related to something? I think Michaela here is over the moon about that turn. Maltese in English. Yeah, right. For some reason I looked into that part. Maybe I was looking at jobs in Malta at some point. That's probably why. Oh, that's weird. I don't remember. Well, it doesn't matter. Oh shit, I need to get into the habit of taking stream markers now. Putting them on the screen, and then I can download the marker file later and start making highlight videos and clips and stuff more frequently going forward. Do it offline with the video editor. Anyway, doesn't really concern any of you guys. It's just basically a note to self spoken out loud. Small team, like 6 or 8 people out Dutch. Nice! I like it. Small teams, that be my jam. Way more than the opposite. Oh shit. And all Dutch, huh? Cool. I don't think I've met a Dutch person I didn't like. My sample size is probably somewhat limited, like around 20. That's probably true. But yeah, based on that, I like your chances that you're gonna get along with everyone like a house on fire. I missed action. I can actually do that. Hang on. Thank you for offering that. Sorry, trying to find the hand history. Shit, how do I export the hand history from as a single history? Hang on. And there you go. There you go. Let me know if this format is fine, otherwise I can run it through a converter. DeBoris. Got you here somewhere. Right. Cha-ching. Cheers to the Shazam. Cha-ching Shazam. Not easy to say. And OMFG, hey, welcome back. Chaos Cards, welcome back. Dropping the knowledge there, appreciate it. Its own language, but originated in Arabic. Okay, cool. So on the surface, doesn't sound like the easiest language to learn then. Oh, and does use the Latin alphabet. Okay, that does help. For us Middle Europeans. Neat. Thanks for putting it in there, Chaos. We did manage to fill up 2 PLO 20 tables on RIO. That's pretty sweet. They're probably the only ones to know this. So you're saying that's the area I ran well in, no? Right, on table 1, this one needs to be let go. So far, so good. So, that's interesting. 2 pair in the hearts. I guess with 2 pair and the flush draw, we do get the bet, sort of. We do have that 9, which is a little bit helpful. Speaking of helpful things, that fits the bill. Oh, and just right again, right here. Perfect. Yeah, you should have bet the turn. You would have gotten me out. And table 2, we took it down as... Oh, you saw. I showed. Hmm. 6775. I think that would have been a defend. Let me double check. Kinda. I did fold it without thinking about it. But my big blind defend range is not very well established at all. That much I have to admit. Probably should stop saying these things when people that I might be playing against are potentially watching. Was it 7s with a jack and a 5? No, that's fine. Cool. This is an okay fold, as it turns out. So we're starting off the session right, it looks like. Even though we lost that buy-in right in the beginning, now we're doing A-okay. Decent start. I'm curious, does the webcam look any better than it did yesterday? Is there noticeable? Do you notice a difference with the lighting? It's not as good as it should be, but I hope it's a bit better. Off the bar, it did. Welcome back. Cheers, mate. Well, first of all, we're celebrating MP Adams' new job in Malta, for Pete's sake. So he's gonna move there pretty soon. So that was a good start. And that's pretty decent too. And on the poker end, we lost a buy-in pretty quickly, but we made it back and then made another, and we're good. I think we're up like 2 buy-ins pretty quickly here. The subgenre is acid trance. I think the song that was just playing was Paul van Dyk, and most of Paul van Dyk's stuff is just trance. But don't ask me too much. Like, I'm not really good with the subgenres. I've been DJing in the past for like 10, 12 years. Never made it big or anything. The reason why I'm mentioning it, like every time people ask me what music do you DJ, I was like, trance-ish, minimal. My point is, I never know. And it's only gotten worse since then, since there's so many new genres these days. Or it got the existing genres got subdivided into various others. So, but I think it was like trance. Acid trance is, well, acid has a lot of these 303s. I don't know if you know what it is. It's the typical, the quintessential techno noise. Probably just best to like it's the three numbers, 303. Just if you don't know what it is, just put it into YouTube, and after 5 seconds you'll know what I mean. And that's acid is, I believe, a relatively minimalistic music. These days, I often can't tell the difference, or often enough at least, between minimal and acid. And yeah, it has a lot of 303s in there, like one or two leading melodies, sometimes like a melodic stab or something, but not too much of that. Otherwise, it would, in my mind, it counts as trance. You can already tell that I'm rubbish at this. And this should have been a call or a fold. I do like the raise against one or two opponents, much better than the fold, since I'm not suited to the ace. But hoping to get a bunch of folds out of this is too much, and the hand kind of relies on that. That we get a fold every so at a decent frequency. Yeah, good point. Good and reassuring point, Divoris. I guess they could open a little bit wider when I'm in the big blind, but that's probably about it. Got a bunch of spots. This one I do want to see the end of. But in the meantime, we have a top set. So he flopped alright, I guess. He had a set. Okay, yeah, cool. Good stuff. That's gonna be a check raise. The 10s took it down on table 2. Is this a check raise? Yeah, sure. I could lead it too. Yeah, I guess that's fine. Love the song, but that version is just horrible. I need to take it out of the playlist, because I end up skipping it every time it comes up. Alright. 2-turner top pair. Oh, it's for, yeah, exactly, the roll in 303. That I did not know. Did you DJ as well? Cool. Send me a link to some of your stuff. I'm curious stuff. I'd be very interested in checking it out. Oh, used to. Okay, I missed that part. But still, I'm sure you still have some stuff lying around. I assume, if you say used to, it was vinyl based as well, like the good old school. Aim Triple T, nice to see you back, sir. Pretty sad turn. Yeah. And if so, if you ever, do let me know if you're ever interested in getting back into DJing. Because, yeah, I don't know, you checked out the stream. I switched over to digital since, you know, it's just an all-in-one thing. And one of the first generation of the tractor hardware is really good. Or it's definitely fine enough. It's actually, I would have no shame in showing up in a club setting with that hardware. And a matter of fact, I might. But like the first generation of that hardware is really cheap these days. You can buy it for $200. And it's powerful. Two pair, the gutter, backdoor flush. The jack is kind of neat too. Nice, get the call too. That's awesome. Appreciate this rake. Yeah, let me check this one out. Certainly, like the moment you pointed out, I go like, yeah, that sounds completely okay. Folding it. Wasn't it even worse? And I was into small blind? If so, then I basically have no excuse. Let me see. Oh, another PLO 20 table kicking off on RIO. That's neat. Yeah, I was in the small blind. Yeah, you're right. I think I do normally. Why the hell did I call this? Did the guy just limp? No, he raised. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Deboris. That is just a fold and no mistake. Thanks for pointing it out. I wouldn't have thought twice about it. Not as bright as yesterday. Yeah, the lighting in general should be better. Like there shouldn't be as much shadows on my face. I believe. I can the brightness I can turn up later on. I set it up during daylight, which certainly wasn't ideal. Cheers. Thanks for the feedback, Aftermar. Oh, I never learned vinyl. Okay. 5 to 7 years ago. Yeah, I guess that's when, yeah, that's way past when digital DJing took off. CDJ. See, those I never used. Don't know how to use Tractor. Super, super easy. If you ever want to, I can give you like a 1 hour tutorial and you'll be like half an hour and you'll be good. Especially coming from CDJs. No. The hardware you're familiar with and the software, well, you don't really have to do anything in the software if you own the hardware, except for setting it up once. So what's this guy saying here? He's saying we need to fold, right? And the crazy dude left his table, so I'll find a different one. Yeah, the CDJs I never use. So if I'm starting to get back into DJing just a little bit. And if I decide I want to take it like to the next step again, as in, perform in front of an audience, then honestly, I'd just bring my tractor along because I'm used to that. And I would have absolutely no problem with it. So what kind of music did you DJ then? By the way, feel free to tell me if you're busy grinding yourself, and I'm not gonna keep asking you 20 questions. Why the hell am I in this hand? Oh, because it's a splash. Yeah, okay. We have a pair, we have an open-ender. All right. Now this sizing we're certainly going to call unless Risto goes nuts here now. Give us that straight. I should have probably defined my wishes here a little better. The straight without the spade. That would have been it. All right. Yeah. For half pot, the backdoor flush draw. I don't know if I'm supposed to let it go. I don't feel I necessarily do. Turn to pair. Trouble is there's basically no turn card that's safe. Except for, the obvious ones that fill us up. And with the guy behind it, maybe this is probably just a fold. We don't have a heart on the turn. I mean, we don't have a heart, don't have a spade. Have a guy left to act behind us. Those are like taking all these three things together. I believe I would have been better off folding it down a turn. What? Bet call. We have a pair, we have a gutter, and we have the backdoor nut flush draw. That's shaping up to be a big part. All right. Okay. That ends our wonderful adventure. I guess it does give us two pair. But against any bet, just need to let it be. Took down a pot pre-flop on table 2 with a 3-bet pre. Looks like we're good. Already bet. Kings. Deep house I like a lot. Deep house pretty awesome. In clubs, eh? Wow. Privately hardstyle for the most part. All right. Yeah, hardstyle wasn't necessarily my thing. I have few tracks mixed well with my acid minimal trance sets, but not many. At least none I would be willing to publish. Fair enough. That I get completely. Why is it never easy in PLO? Why is it never easy? We have the nut flush blocker, I guess. Travis, if I call, the best I can hope for is that we split it. I almost clicked the call button here, but yeah. New disco, I couldn't define at all. I think I have a vague impression of what it is, but nah, and never mind, not really. So we have a pair, we have the gutter, and we have the flush draw, and we're deep. Okay. I think a ton of BB are just bet call or bet get it in. Probably bet get it in. Don't bet, don't bet, don't bet, don't bet. Mantra of the single pair on the river. Don't bet, don't bet, don't bet, don't bet. Alright. I mean, yeah. Single raise pot over here. I was gonna say I don't think I would have folded there. Wow, that's nice. Does it make sense to make notes on a run at once? That's not a bad question, to be honest. I believe it does, yeah. Quite often people do stick around for a long time. Like on this table, we've been for 95 hands. He has been around for quite a long time. So on the whole, yeah. But definitely does make sense if you don't want to go through the trouble of taking notes, is to color code opponents. Because even if they leave the table, if they come back to the very same table within 4 hours, you're still going to have to color code, and you immediately know something about that guy. And even though the notes are not permanent, making this a rather good question if it's a smart idea to take notes in the first place. It's gonna give you good practice. Like you're gonna practice to take like short and concise notes and just get into the practice of taking notes. Something I need to do more often on that, for that matter. I kind of do want to play with Edwin here from the button. Yeah, they do. Everybody's anonymous. Like if I take a note here on this guy, and it's possible that he's sitting on this table as well. He's gonna have most likely a different avatar. He's always gonna have a different name, and the note I take here is not gonna show up if he's like sitting here. So you are anonymous in that you're completely anonymous. Yeah. Yeah, off the bar, explaining it way shorter than I did. Thinking about the check raise, but without a pair from the board, I don't think it's horrible. Also not gonna bet now. We are good, surprisingly. He didn't do it with an 8, he had just complete rubbish. At least in, relation to the board. Yeah. If we get raised, I think I just come over the top here. Strikes me as alright. Let's keep an eye out on Edwin here. I would love to see some... Yes, it is! It should be. Arugla's coming for me soon. Ooh. I don't have a command for you, huh? Arugla's a fellow RIO streamer and PLO player. If you need more PLO in your life, check out his channel. On that note, I'll also give a shout out to Chiching, who plays No Limit Tournaments, one of the nicest people on Twitch. And I think the stream I end up watching the most. Just saying something so that I don't have much time to watch streams. A pair. I have a pair. I have a top pair. I have a top pair and a gutter. He's kind of iffy against pot here to call. On the other hand, folding feels kind of weak. Now it's hoping against hope that he doesn't show up with like an a7 or jack 5 or whatever. But first of all, that he doesn't bet, yeah. Block the draws. Like the only draw that's out there, that was out there on the flop, I do block that one. But this is a strange line. Isn't even strange I had to do it with. What did he have? So he had the spades on the turn. He turned the nut spades as well, but I don't think that's a check on the turn. Like, why? I mean, it worked. It certainly had me confused enough to end up calling. All right. Pokeboots! Nice to see you, sir. Another RIO streamer and another PLO player on RIO. So again, if you want more PLO in your life, check out Pokeboots. But this guy, very active dude. Certainly want to see a flop, and that is a good enough flop to see, I reckon. Yeah, we'll just pot it here. Or Trouble is this guy, well, we've seen two sides of him. He's generally speaking not too loose post. I think we just have to hope for the best here. Now, at this point, I kind of want him to call. He doesn't have the nut flush draw. Top he doesn't. Oh, that's a good hand to be up against. Nice! That takes it down for us right then and there. Shazam. Oh, did I Pokeboots? Since when are you called Pokeboots? Oh, because I used, of course, that's wrong shout out there. Hang on. I used Arugla spelling who misspelled Pokeboots. Nick. Pokeboots. Jesus Christ. Okay, let me give you a proper shout out. Sorry for that. It's all I blame Aruglas. Pokeboots. I blame Aruglas. Pokeboots. How about this board? Did I re-raise pre? Fuck, no, I don't know. So got this going on. And we got this one. Exactly, Pokeboots. Ruklas, I'm very happy you read that correctly, that spot. Good read. Oof, we got spots all over the place right now. This one we take down. That's pretty sweet. This one we take down. Here we get bet into again to catch a nice turn. Giving us a flush draw on top. That'll do. And so will this, where with the flush draw I couldn't fold. And here lead, take it down. Nothing has been decided here. And here we have two open-enders now. That's pretty rare. At least it doesn't happen all that often to me. No joy. Take that one down here. Do we got 3-bet before the flop? We're behind kings and aces so much here. After bar, cheers. We are shazamming it up a little bit. I guess I could bet the flop too. No joy here in the end. At least I don't think there will be. Oh, Klaus always causing shit, yeah. The instigator, the trouble stirrer. Here, there's normally a fold as well in the small blind, but on this table I do want to get involved with Edwin, and I'm probably just going to call closing the action here as well. Do have that connectivity going for us, which, you know, barring flops like this, can be quite helpful. By the way, did song request work for you? Oh yeah, it did, apparently. I have a pair. I like having pairs. Called here, closing the action, because it's a 6 PP splash. That's alright, and that'll be a raise. It's pretty large, actually bets pot. Gonna raise this one up right away. I think. I think so too, yeah. It's normal. It's just seeped into normal conversations at this point, the word shit. I didn't do nothing in shit, man. Don't you give me shit for it. Yeah, I reckon it's pretty normal. I mean, don't ask a foreigner, but that's what Hollywood pop culture tells me. Up here, I need to let it go at this point. Took it down on table 5. Oh, well, table 4, actually. But potato, potato. So what song did you request? My digital enemy, wrong. Let's see, where's it? I can't see it on the list. Did it already play? Don't see it on the list. So what's happening here? This guy could come over the top, trying to get it down to heads up. Not my normal approach to this hand. Not folding if he comes over the top. Actually, not folding if anybody comes over the top at this point. Yeah. That's us for now. Nice! Top pair of 9s, taking down more than a buy-in. This be going alright? Can we finish him? I think we can. Finish him. Why am I in this hand? This is to lose. This is to lose by half. Can raise it again, no? Alright. Yeah, maybe I have to request it again, Deboros. I don't know. Or maybe I missed it too. Maybe it was already has already been played. Come on! The 9 deuce, eh? This guy's gonna be the end of us. And the blue shirt left now on table 2. That's sadder than losing that pot. Yes, played already. Technically, that wasn't a question. But good answer, I guess. I feel gutted that the guy left here on table 2. Now we can't get that mine back from him. Cheers for Pokeboots, thanks. Chess is breaking even on Rio, but being up 3 binds on micros, a nice consolation prize. Bullet Dodger Poker, hey, welcome back to the channel. Alright. Come on, do something for us. Hold it, hold it. Holding it against the 3-bet wizard, this is super enjoyable. That's worth like another €4. Mentally speaking, so to say, if that makes any sense. Just super enjoyable not to get drawn out on, or to draw out on the 3-bet wizard. Nice. Phew. Top set no good. When's a top set ever good? Got aces times 2. We got some here. We got some here. Sort of with the check there, I guess. You're the only other Canadian player known there. Glad you asked me. Ugh. Oh, you guys haven't been able to log in? Oh. Is there anything like public about the whole thing? Were they planning on retiring from poker or? Yeah, man. I do too. BetSafe, there's like a decent company behind it, isn't there? I thought. I don't know. Oh god, I hope you guys didn't have much money on there. I mean, any money is too much. Any thread about it? I didn't read anything on the Reddit poker, anything on 2+2 about it. That'd be my next go-to place. Yeah, if the site is still around, maybe you guys can still withdraw. Well, fingers crossed. Keep me updated. Yeah, that was an enjoyable part. Not getting beat down by the 3-bit wizard for a change. Actually, EV-wise, we're up against him now. I believe that's a recent change. It's a nice hand. It's not a. I guess it's sort of borderline with the three betting here. On the other hand, looking at this guy's stats, even though we have a tiny sample size, trying to ISO him sounds like a good idea. And that's an intriguing one. The ace per song metric, haven't seen that in a while. If you had him. Cheers for digging that one up. Get a call by Chlamydia here, or whatever her name is. Semenida. Well, potato. I'll get back to that. Here we get into a spot. Oh, well. Hey, we take this one down. This is rather enjoyable. I'm probably just gonna donk it here. We might have some fold equity against him. And we have the front and the back door. We don't have a pair, but there's just so much money in there. Fingers crossed, everyone. See if we can fold him out. But you know, if he doesn't have... Oh, never mind. Might be bad news. It is bad news since he has the same flush draw. Ace is with the flush draw. That's the worst case scenario there. And I don't think we can do anything about it at this point. Rather sad. Oh, it's the site that's part of the microgaming network? BetSafe, yeah, duh. Of course it is. Bah. Heads up, Master. Hey, good to see you back. Welcome back, Heads up. How's life been treating you? I hope everything is on the up and up. Semester was going poker site scam. They're talking about BetSafe and that it doesn't offer poker anymore. But the website is still up, and I BetSafe as a company still exists. So I have no further information than what has been shared with me in the chat. But no confirmed scamming going on just yet. I thought that there's like a reputable company behind BetSafe, but I could be wrong. Amarillo, yeah, NordicBet is a solid choice. I've been very happy with them in the past. Ultimately, I went over to Betson because I had a better deal through a nice affiliate, but Nordic Poker I liked. Would have liked to stick around with them. I mean, there's a Half-Life built in all the microgaming sites. At least I'm not going to be part of microgaming for much longer. Oh, the Daily Quartz. Presented to you by Maybe. Surprisingly, here we're. Oh, never mind. You do have a straight. Spoke too soon. €26, so much money. It was a sizable pot. It is certainly not a little money to me. In case we are talking about that pot there. Bullet Dodger, thank you very much for the good lucks. Heads up, Master. You have to ask in the chat, basically. I've just been told that apparently they don't offer poker anymore and they removed any reference to it from their website, and that's all I know. It's a discussion that started a couple of minutes ago in the chat. Right. See what MPN Alex says. Exactly. That's a good guy to talk to on 2+2. Yeah, and that's all I know, Heads Up Master. So I'd say the lighting, the lighting, it's better than before. Like it's not as blurry anymore. The way that the camera setup means that when I move, it's not like it's it's working at a higher FPS. I do need a light that like illuminates my face, but for now I think it's better. I can probably crank up the brightness. I'll do that afterwards, after the stream. See if I can what I can improve. Since I had to set it up in daylight today. Need food and a few beers after. That sounds rather excellent, Amphiatum. And again, huge congratulations on a new job. I'm very, very happy for you. I know you've been waiting a long time to find a good one. A last-ditch attempt to take down this pot. If it works out. Phew. Hang on. All right. 3-bet pot here. Traffic size, they're not good. Yeah, but I like the network. I've had a lot of success on there. And the tournaments, yeah, you're definitely right about that. Don't bet and let us be good. That's probably asking way too much here. We do have that 8. So we might be good if spades don't come into it. Yes! Oh my lord, thank you. Oh, fuck me. I don't know, recently I started swearing. I guess PLO just brings it out on you at some point. I'll still try to keep it down. Oh my lord. Oh, wow. How did we win this one 3 ways? I guess for no limit, the traffic isn't bad on microgaming. Like whenever I check which is very rarely the case, but when I do check the no limit lobby, it's not doing horrible at all. Like in terms of PLO, I think RIO has microgaming beat quite handily at this point, but not on no limit. There they have a pretty strong traffic, I believe. Hmm. What? Nice. Not a single blocker there, huh? Just soul read us. In a min-raised spot. Was it min-raised? Yeah. Nice. When and where? What? Hang on. So this is pretty sweet. And we're just gonna pot it. Table 1, we took it down with the cold 4. That's awesome. Bracer man! Arrived in exactly time for the fuck me. I'm sorry. I swear this channel is not gonna degenerate too much into that territory. Happy Tuesday indeed. Welcome back, Bracer. Taking it down. Things are going okay. Shit, there's a PLO 10 table on microgaming currently with an average pot of 10. It's like the average pot is 1 buy-in. It's pretty steep. No. Depending on the time of day, but more often than not, in the I want to say like last 4 to 6 weeks. Yeah, probably like that. Ever since Legends has been introduced, a decent part of the day, at the very least, we do beat microgaming in volume, and number of tables, number of players. Okay, close the action here and get a decent board for it. I kind of rely on him betting a lot. Otherwise, I would very happily lead here. Okay, the bet comes from this side of the table. Unexpected, but very well. All right. All right. Probably up against the set, I guess, right? Yeah. Let's see how we fare. Okay. We make a... No, we don't make a profit, but we basically don't lose anything there either. Okay. Yeah. Given the SPR, we just punted. Pretty passive dude so far. Or not necessarily. I don't know. Actually, I take it back. I don't know if he's passive. I do know that he called down relatively light. Or just saw red us. Never mind. Long story short. That's a fold. iPoker. They are different. Microgaming and iPoker are different networks. And microgaming is closing sometime in May. And from what I hear, a lot of the sites that are currently on hang on, sorry. A lot of the sites that are currently on microgaming will probably move over to iPoker. He calls and we're good and we stay good. Nice hand, you. Nice answer. Nice hand. Yeah. And just my, like, following is only my personal opinion. I'm not going to play on iPoker. I keep hearing, in the past, I heard a lot about bot rings there, and I recently asked around, and it's apparently not much has changed there. So it's basically the only network I wouldn't inherently, I wouldn't want to deposit money on, and wouldn't want to play cash games or anything on. That's all I'm saying. Whereas microgaming is not bad. I'm gonna miss it. Also Shazam, that was pretty sweet. Putting us back on the map, profit-wise on RIO, and we are just doing pretty peachy today. Yeah. We have like somewhere between 4 and 5 buy-ins. What? A bunch of spots all over the place. Got this one. where we take it down. It's pretty sweet. Take it down with the aces here. Also, I approve. And this puts the most obvious straight out there. She don't block at all. So let's start off with a check, I reckon. Not fun. Not fun. However, doubling or nothing until 10k or bust. Solid strategy. Solid strategy, Poge. Just gonna call this. A pretty sweet run out, all things considered. Nope. I mean, it can't be denied that we are flopping alright today. Does go a long way in making it a profitable day so far. Cheers for the Shazam. Might slowly action at king. I'm not gonna bluff this one. Flop and well confirmed. Yeah. Just potting it. Alright. Ooh, he has a excellent hand for this board. It's certainly not a bad one, but yeah, that's not gonna be enough. Shazam. By the way, Boris, in case you're still here, did your song ever play? The requested one? I honestly didn't pay attention at all. Oof. Can't hit them all. I'm only gonna turn this into a bluff. If he bets, otherwise I'll check a tiny pot. Miraculously, we take it down. Yeah, but we're not getting enough folds in a tiny pot against a smaller flush. We're getting no folds, basically, I think. Different story if he bets and we get to raise. Do not like our chances a little bit more. Well, we flop a right again. This time a little bit dicier though. Yeah, with the King of Hearts. He bets 3/4. Take it down here, table 2. Here we're 3-betting the 3-bet wizard and flopping alright. Top pair, open-ender. Ooh, we take it down on table 3 right away. It's very sweet. Hassle-free. We take this one down as well. Wow. Just shazamming things up. And jinxed it. Didn't get to flop another set. But we do get aces again. So I'll take that. Let it go here. So closing the action. Oh. Here I elected to check, and this guy bets. So we have top 2 in the open-ender. On a rainbow board, no backdoor flush, but I think we want to raise this one up. Also betting it here after you check to us twice. Sounds okay to me. Nice. Despotis, thank you very much for the good lucks. They're working already. Welcome back. Yeah, we're doing all right so far. Having a good session. Thinking of a river. Why the small bet on the flop? It's like 1/4, right? I guess. You get to keep it, my friend. We have a new contender at this table, which is why I'm just calling you. Although on second thought, the 3-bet wizard is gonna 3-bet quite a bit. But yeah, for the few stats we have there, he might be fun to play against. What? We take it down? Okay. I don't mind if we do. Reasonable as far as flops go. And here, every 3-bet pair, both backdoors. Hope we get to see a turn. Ugh. Just nothing as it turns out. Nice. It's 5544. Please have 5544. We did take it down. He had king 5-3 deuce. Okay. We're taking some pots down that we usually don't. Like case in point right there on table 1. We're somewhere in the vicinity of 5 buy-ins and profit. Ooh, the ninja emote is pretty rad. Not a good run out. But we get a hand here. Third wizard, whizzing it up, eh? Alright. And does that reopen the action for him? No. So he's super crazy. Call. Yeah, there's still enough money left to play for, so... Come on, come on, come on, come on. Do it for us. Do it for us. No! How can we miss this one? How can we miss on this turn? Well, can't complain. We've been running pretty hard, but how can we miss on this turn? I mean, he was blocking some of our outs. He was blocking one of them, I guess. Brother. That was such a... It was a good flop, and then it was such a huge turn. Let's check this one out. I don't think, like, equity-wise, on that turn we lost any compared to the flop. Let's see. Pull this one up. Against their hand, we had 49% equity, 3 ways. On the turn, we had 47. So yeah, it's basically the same. Wow. Jesus. Well, can't really ask for a better flop than that one. Only for better run out. Okay, let's not lose 2 in a row. I think that's the plan here. Fair enough. Maybe we lose it, that's fair enough. He calls. Wow. With a set and a well, he had a flush blocker, didn't have a straight blocker. Take it down with the aces on the other table, however. Ah, what a massive flop that was. How did we lose that? How is that even possible? Speaking of losing, we lose the table one here where we were down to heads up, the other guy set out. Acceptable. Oof. Take it down. Turn to pair. All right. Closing the action, we flop the bottom set. Are we not deep against anyone? Oh, shit, I should be showing the right table. That would help. All right. That's pretty snappy. Ooh, that's a perfect hand to be up against. Come on, don't screw us over. Nice! Getting a buy-in back there. And would you look at that too, against the crazy dude here, who is sitting on another table as well. So if the seat opens up, I'll be sitting down in a flash. And what a turn. What a turn. Ooh, that might be fun. That's perfect. He's never gonna fold. He's always gonna call. But it's good that we're not seeing this one three ways. He doesn't fold much post. I could have just... Oof. Nice! Oh man, I really didn't like our chances there against that guy. Whew. What do we do here? Do we get it in? Do we call? Jacks and sevens he showed. Right on, my friend, right on. Nice one. If that, oh, that, you know what? If he shows, I think I'm gonna bet some money on that being a Ruklas. I caught a seat on the other table where this guy is sitting. So, Singer is potted, then got 3-bet by this guy. Interesting enough turn. Alright. Alright. He takes it down too. On table 3. Sorry, just a moment. I'm trying something out on Twitch. For the Phil Gaffon streams, basically. Oops. Oh, good things are happening. Hang on. Only some tables there. This is the new table where the same guy's sitting down, the same maniac. Up here I elected to check. Interesting turn. Take that one down. That's sorry here. I elected to check, of course, and we take it down with a pair of tens. What the deuce? River to straight. That's also pretty sweet. Wait, am I showing the right table? Yeah. The min raise. Well, I guess the min raise I'm not folding. And here, closing the action. Let's flop something nice. Get that money. Ooh, maybe we get that money back from that huge pot. Kind of want him to bet. So I can just repot it. That's a nice run out here. We've got min 3 bet. Get back to that in a moment. Here we take it down. Awesome. Take it down here. Don't get caught in either place, but still pretty huge pots. Well, the second one was. Nice. Cool. Okay. Who's this guy? This is marked in red. Maybe not justified. We'll see. Certainly gonna call here. And call down at this point. Oh. Too bad, too bad. Wow. Hang on, just need to put something in the Discord for the Phil Gaffin challenge, something I just tested out in regards to creating highlights, creating clips for the upcoming streams. All right, that's done. Sorry about that. More poker. Starting by flopping pretty strong here against the Crazy Dude, who is crazy pre, not so much post. And checks really quickly, so yeah, we're not gonna win any money here. No. Okay. In the meanwhile, not much going on any table. Sorry for the slight distraction there for a moment. I guess that's good enough if Alexis decides to fold. If she opens, let it be. Aces, eh? On the 3-bet wizard table. Well, Truth be told, that's every table right now. All right, all right, all right. That'll do. Let's try not to get drawn out on. Oh, come on, do something for us. No, the ace, come on, one time! I barely ever use my one time there. That was the moment. The king 10, 7, 6, huh? Oh well. Once a pot is that large. On the flop, I don't see what we can do. Except be sad a little bit. Oh well. Let me check this one out in a moment if this is indeed a defend. Doesn't strike me as horrible. Nice. Was it king 10, king jack 10, 7, right? Versus MP? Yep, that's fine. The open ender, two backdoors. Alright. Quad, so what's going on? Maybe he did turn the kings, river the kings too. Okay. Absolutely nothing going on any table for us right now. Sort of a okay, definitely an okay change after a flurry of hands that we've had. The last hour basically was busy just flopping stuff left and right. Never mind, I was gonna say this is gonna be a defend, but not in this case. Yeah, so tomorrow, rather later tonight, I'll post a new schedule, which is probably going to be valid for quite some time. I mean, every once in a while, every 2 weeks, there will be a day I need to take off, Tuesdays, or at least the afternoon. But going forward, the plan is that starting tomorrow, that I'll do a short afternoon stream from like 3:30, the usual starting time for the last couple of weeks, and then stream for roughly 90 minutes, and then raid the Run It Once channel because the Phil Gaffron challenge is on, and I'm going to be, first of all, I want to watch it, and I'm also going to be modding it up during that time in the official RIO channel. So they are playing for 4 hours every day. At least that's the plan right now. And yeah, I'll be modding it up for like 3.5 hours, walk the dog, and then start the stream back up, and we'll have nightly streams going forward for the next weeks, possibly months. Because that challenge is going to last quite a while, right? Yeah, that's the plan. Lazeri calling. Oh shit, I should be shown the right table. That would make more sense. What's the Stingray's pot? That's definitely okay. We just potted here. And here we turn a right. Sorry, here on table 3 we take it down with the flush, did not get a call. So we check the flop, Stingray's pot. I'm not quite sure what's going on, but we'll find out. Ah, that's just sad. That is just sad. All right, all right. Ooh, a little nicer. This entire scenario here. And here we turn interesting. Let's get back to that in a moment. Pair open ender and ooh, I thought we had the king high flush. Never mind. I guess it depends on what this guy does. And here the money goes in. Here's a queen. It's GG. I feel it's alright to call on that turn. Hey, chance at redemption, maybe. Interesting card. Still gonna bet. Like, big blind does show up with a straight here sometimes. But, yeah, we'll find out. He does put us all in now, and that's problematic against this guy, but I can't let it go with the flush draw here now. Just have to hope to draw out. Please, let us draw it against the king 8 4 deuce. How? Well, I guess he had a top pair on the turn, on the flop. Jesus Christ. It was a rough few minutes. Here we're good, that's something. How do people do it? Come on! How does he outturn us here? With the gutter, no flush blockers. Jesus Christ in a basket. This session turned out quickly, didn't it? At least on microgaming. Ah, brother. That was a bit nasty. There were a bunch of spots where I think everything played itself in the last couple of minutes. Jesus Christ. Now we're actually down for the day. Just a little bit. Not much, like a buy in total, but... Ah, man. Alright, deal with this first. How sad. Me too, off the bar. Me too, very much. That's gonna be a lot of fun. All right, acceptable turn. Yeah, me too. I'm planning on modding it up pretty much every day. And watch it pretty much every day and then stream before and afterwards. Go for the bet fold. Students either an idiot or a genius. Welcome back, King Swings. Thanks for saying that. I know what my money is on. He made his cut, I guess, in the end, and now he left all the tables. Although I'm not convinced that he's up, given the way he plays pre-flop. Well, he might be, who knows. We certainly helped him, in case he was down, to leave that behind. Jesus Christ, what a brutal few minutes. Pippi Langstrumpf Bewunderer nuts. Oh, best intro message, Sluska, back in the channel. You crack me up every day. But they show whole cards in the channel stream. You know what? I forgot to ask about it yesterday. I believe not. I believe not. Don't do it on the turn? Don't do it at all? Ugh. What can you do? What can you do? That's like a $150, $180 swing in the last couple of minutes, or the last half hour. Yeah, like 140. Jesus. It's not even reflected in the EV. Like EV-wise, we deserve to be down. But, you know, that's because we put the money in when we were behind in spots where they just got lucky on the turn. So that's not all that meaningful in that case. Betson is rigged. It certainly ain't treating us nicely right now. That's for sure. Now a bunch of the tables are breaking. Sort of scrambling to find new ones. Well, not scrambling, there are a few to choose from. Alright. Well, let's check it off. And we get a few decent enough hands. This guy leads a pot. Alright. On that card, I'm not going to continue. Like, most likely he does it with a wrap and the only... Or like a draw, I'd say. And the only draw just came in. At least large parts of it. It puts us ahead of the 9-4 for deuce. Think we're taking it down? Okay, this guy's just weird. But fair enough. Not gonna complain. It's pretty thin against this guy. I kind of like it. This guy is folding a lot. The small blind. And in case you're wondering what Sluska was in German, it was Pippi Longstocking's admirer. Going back, a callback to a conversation we had a couple of days ago, or a comment I made where I said that I adored that show as a kid. Like I think it's the show is Swedish as well. And that was my jam. This is pretty good as well. This is pretty good. Okay, phew, so many bets. Certainly don't mind getting it in here. Oh, and in that we are in pretty decent shape. That's it for us right now, and we make the straight flush. Alright, alright, alright. I take it. Few other spots here, it's been min bet all the way so far, so if he min bets again, we're just gonna call. Anybody raises, we're boned. Do turn the flush draw here. Okay, check behind. If you get to. Yeah. As if they deuce, don't think we would have gotten a fold. So that's alright then. Down to 300 here. Oh, we can ditch this table and add another RIO table then. That'll work. Close the action in a limped pot. Was a good flop. The turn, not so much. Not to mention that river. But what do you know? Take it down. Who do we have here? Might be another maniac. Man, the maniacs are plentiful on Micro Gaming. Right. I guess so. This guy, nah, he doesn't have a 3-bet in him. 3-bet in him to save his life. We flop a like the idiot end of the gutter, I guess, and more importantly, the flush draw. All right. Nothing to do. But riveting the nuts in a limped part is mighty fine. King for 3, fair enough. I mean, this might just be a loose aggro player might not necessarily be the maniac persuasion. Given that the sample size is really low, and I don't remember this guy from like at any point before. Closing the action. Top and bottom set and the open ender and a heart. Okay. Not a happy river. Open ender on the turn, yet a pair still. That's a optimistic call on the turn, I'd say. We have pair open ender and then nut flush. Do we have an open ender? Yeah, we do. Okay. Hmm. So the 5-4 we block, but I really don't see what else he leads on the turn. This is like, I guess, the third best scenario. Oh, sorry for the stretching. Bah. Do you bet the 5-4 again? Turn 3s, like a turn set of 3s, I doubt they lead, so it's a bluff or like a combo draw that didn't get there. Or the 5-4. Well, sort of all of the above, basically. Oh man, the title song of Michel. What was the name in English? I forgot. It was a different name, right? It was not Andreas, but it was something. It was a different name than Michel. I haven't heard that one in ages. Cheers, Luska. That's gonna be a pick-me-up. Don't lead, don't lead, don't lead. So he called with a 3 deuce 7-7 on the flop. Pair of threes. Little way to improve his hand. Yet he pulled that rabbit out of the hat. This is the story of our last 45 minutes, I think, in large parts. Strangely, I don't think I even know the title music. I've watched this show like I don't know how many times. Can't recall the title music that much, if at all. Oh, never mind. That part I do remember. That's pretty neat, Sluska. Curious. You do turn kind of neat here. Reverse questionable. I should have bet the turn. Like he's never. What's he betting? Especially when I have all the tens. Like a quick shot from the hip. And does have the full house. I think I can lay this down way more often than I do. We rarely bluff catch. This is just not worth it at all to call there. However, down here, we flop a rep. That's alright. Against Adam, and we're deep 3 ways now. King 6 taking it down. Oh, wow. Well, looks like a royal. Talks like a royal, quacks like a royal. Ain't a royal, but close enough. Just to lose a call, by the way. I don't know what I was thinking. On the other hand, I mean, we are on the button. That's probably does afford us some leeway. And he leads. Meanwhile, we flop a top set with the gutter and the backdoor flush. We see a lead. Well, that's alright then. And here, letting it go. Could have raised a little smaller. We do have the ace blocking straight draws. We have the nut flush draw. We do want him to come along with the clubs. A bit too much on the large side, that raise. Quaddies, eh? Sadly, I have to let him go. You get called by a very high VPIP player. Get down. Oh, this guy's back. This one definitely fits the definition of maniac. He's been popping in and out of the games all afternoon. That's alright then. Take it down. You can probably already tell my energy level is dropping quite a bit. I only had like 5 hours of sleep today. I'm not entirely certain why. Oh, I do, because the doorbell rang. Never mind. Pesky people ringing the doorbell at noon? How dare they? So it's probably not gonna be the longest stream tonight. I must start to make mistakes. Like, raising this, which isn't a raise. Not even an MP. You know, tables are still alright, so I do want to stick around for a while longer. But just sort of a heads-up type of deal. Ain't gonna be a marathon stream. And the last 45 minutes did bum me out a little bit. Not tilting, but it did bum me out. These are, I hope I'm not tilting. We do river 2 pair. That's alright. Meh. And that's not a bad board. Oh, you're short, never mind. Then we can just bet and get it in if you want to. That's fine. Whereas here in the cutoff, this starts to become okay. Certainly is a button open at hand. Let me check it out if it's too loose for the button. If it is, then it's not by much. For the cutoff, sorry. It's 7-6. Yeah, it is, but only if it's perfectly single suited to the 9. I would think that the solver would make a much big difference there between the 9 and the 8 flush, but apparently it does. And instead of being up 5 binds, sadly we're currently down around the same number, around 5 binds. So a 10 bind swing in the last, what, 60 minutes, 90 minutes? I mean, it's not outrageous for PLO. Shit happens, I guess. Get some decent single suited aces with a jack and a 10. Take it down. Oh, follow up aces with aces. Take it down on table 2 with the ace 5-5. Decent flop. A double gutter on the rainbow board. Heads up. Okay. Is that a misclick, my friend? I guess it's some sort of strategy. I'm not quite sure which, but I'll take it. I'll take those extra 40 cents. Pair, gutter, backdoor flush. Let's make it 2 pair. Make it a 3 while we're at it. Yeah, not those 2 pair. Should really specify better going forward. 2, no, 3 big blind splash. Alright. Table 2, we take it down with the pseudo ace king. The YOLO check. The rarely seen YOLO check. So, went for the 3-bet fold against a button open. Which I believe is alright. Alright. Check. Maybe it's only the ace king queen down to the ace king queen 8. I do have something like that stuck in my head. Let me see. Blind versus button. Single suited ace king. No, it's fine. With the ace king queen, it's fine. Then the queen 5, queen 4, queen 3. All are raise folds. So far, so good. Tank bet, huh? We get some decent aces on this table where we have the crazy dude to our left, or at least a very active dude. I think crazy is quite the right word. That's way more calling than 3-betting. More aces. So we don't block the main wrap, we block the lower straight draw a little bit, but with the top pair, I think we bet, and if we get a raise, we get it in. Probably have to fade quite a bit. That's a superior turn. All right. Check up on this one, because I tend to fold this quite a bit. I'm not sure if I should on the button. Button versus MP. No, it's fine. That's actually fine. Just the connectivity makes up for it. We do have a suit. Kippery, hey, welcome back. How are things going on your end? You're no tables yet, Kippery? Oh no, wasn't there something, didn't you say you have to work a lot, you're not gonna get to play much? Or was it just that you can't stream much in the next weeks? I know there was something. Get the squeeze. We take it out on table 5, on table 6 with straight. Was the board paired? Crazy just calls, that's disappointing. Yeah. I think we just pawned get it in against him. Yeah. Do something for us, come on! The 7 deuce, of course! Why didn't I consider the 7 deuce being in there? I think that'll do it for me pretty soon. I'm operating on too little sleep, and I am getting a little bit frustrated. Or a little bit sad, I guess is a more proper word. What with the last hour being what it was. Yeah, I would think that's a smart call. Just let it be for the night. Tomorrow's a day. Tomorrow's a new day. Die again another day. No, you know what? I guess we can, in a few moments or in a few minutes, we can rate Pokeboots. He's gonna be happy about it. And you're gonna have more PLO content that way. He is, it looks like he's playing on the same table. So I have to stream paused. I'm not, spying on him right now. Not trying to figure out where he's sitting. I could, and then if I would let him know where I'm sitting. But yeah, for the remainder of the session, that's not necessary. Yeah, pretty sad. It started off so well. And then I guess another dealer change happened. And we got pummeled a little bit. Try again with aces here. Oh, well. Kipri played some PLO 50, lost almost all 60-40 flips. Yeah, story of my afternoon, man. Sorry to hear. At PLO 50, that hurts quite a bit more. Yeah. I hear you. Sadly, I hear you loud and clear. I don't want to hear but. Oh. So it's a decent. No, okay, yeah. Yeah, I guess I'd be happy with that too. The way you describe it, being down, quote unquote, only for only 200, which in buy-ins, only 4 buy-ins, I guess. Could definitely be worse. Sorry, mate. Pretty strong outcome. Okay, never mind. I thought so. Or so I thought. All right, yeah, let's call it a night in a moment. Enough punishment endured and suffered. Yeah. What a horrible session that has been. And in the end, we're down like 8 buy-ins, I believe. Yeah. Roughly around that. Started off so well. Well, yeah, 6, 7 maybe. 7 buy-ins. Oh well. I'll still be able to sleep fine, but I don't think I should be playing anymore. That's a good point in time to call it a night. So the last orbit everywhere, and then let's head over and raid Puggy Boots. I do want to ISO this guy for sure. That'll work for me. All right. Drew out on the nut straight, which wasn't convinced in the end. So tomorrow I'll be back. I should be doing an afternoon stream, but I'm not quite certain about it yet because we have some what's it called? Some technicians coming over doing some work in the yard, and we need to take the dog to the vet. And it's possible then that I need to take the dog to the vet myself. So not entirely sure about the afternoon. And then the Phil challenge will of course be on. Here I'd love to see a turn. I think sucks. It's the 2 back doors. Let's turn well. Ugh. Yeah, on that one I sadly need to let it go. For part size. Shit, I didn't click the button, so we need to play another orbit there. Fair enough, fair enough. Didn't click the sit out thingy. Do make the flush over here. And take it down. So what was I saying? Exactly. So there will be a nightly stream after the Phil challenge, which starts at 7 in. So it'll start tomorrow, 3 hours before now. Not at 7, sorry, at 5 Central European time. What? Okay. Do beat the mighty Ace King 9-8. And this guy's sitting down, which if it was slightly more awake in a better state of mind, I would love to stay around. This guy is super awesome. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we are up against him quite a bit. Off the bar, rough ending indeed. Yeah, and for the most part, I'm gonna look through the video later. But as far as I remember, and I might be misremembering, do correct me, but for the most part, I think, if not almost every single spot, I don't think I could have done anything differently. There's some before that, like at the beginning and middle of the stream, where I certainly should have and could have done things differently. Sluska, thank you very much, guys. You guys are very, very nice. I do want to be involved here. Usually this is a fold, but against Para, hell yeah. All right. I'm ready in this hand. I'm ready as I can be. There's a call. That's awesome. Ugh. Never easy, huh? All right. Does he go for check raises? That part I don't know. No, he does not. Emphatic no. So if we do get check raised here, we can safely let it go. So if any of you guys have an account on, if you play PLO 20, you have an account on microgaming, I strongly encourage you to try to get that seat on table, what's it called? Jackson. Because this guy's awesome. All right. Shit, I forgot to click the button again on table 1. Nah, it doesn't matter. I'll sit out anyway, even though I paid the blinds. And one more hand on this one. But it's a superior turn. If he doesn't have aces, he might have turned kings on us. Actually, for that reason, we'll pot it here. Hoping that's the case. Basically hope these guys fold, and if Para raises, I'd stay around. Okay, last hand. Not sure if we can ask for a good one, seeing that we turned amazing in the last one. Might be pushing it. Then again. Triple up maybe? Or 2.5 ibble up? I don't know, what's the... how to phrase that then? We have that queen... Huh. But there are really no flush draws, eh? 6, 7 out there as well. There were really no other draws on the flop. We do take it down. Neat. Getting just a tiny bit of money back in the end. I'll show the graph, even though it's a really sad one. Hang on. And even more, even sadder is that they turned it on us most of the times when we lost. So the EV is going to look horrible as well. Do it like this. So yeah, EV-wise, we are down 170. Wait, that's not correct. We're down 153. EV is 146, but EV is certainly doesn't tell the whole story. Not even close here. So with rakeback, that's what, 12, 130. That's 5, 6. We're up a little bit on micro. 6-ish binds down. It's not as bad as D8 binds or 7 binds a little bit before, but still. And the graph, yeah, again, the EV really doesn't reflect reality today. So we got outturned a lot, and when the money went in, that's when it counts the EV, and then that's when we were behind pretty much. Anywho, no, don't intend to turn this into a bad beat, sorry, trading stream. Just wanted to show you the graph. Cheers, thanks for the nice words, Sluiskan off the bar. I like our chances of running better tomorrow. I think we'll come out of the Phil Gaffron stream pretty hyped. On that note, thanks for watching, for keeping me company. I'll be back, as I said, not entirely sure about the afternoon. Certainly be back in the evening. We'll have nightly streams going forward from now on after the Phil Gaffron challenge. We'll be around on their channel during the challenge, and that's pretty much it. Let's head over to Pokeboots. Hope that Lady Luck is with him a little more than she was with us, and see what he's up to. Thanks for watching. See you guys tomorrow. Have a nice, what is it, Tuesday evening. There you go.